Hello everyone. In this third session on Chapter 2, Principles of Management of BST for Class 12, we will learn about the nature of Principles of Management. In earlier two sessions, we saw introduction, meaning and concept of Principles of Management. Then we saw evolution of management principles. Here we will see nature of principles of management. By nature, we mean qualities or characteristics of anything. These management principles have been derived from observation, practice, and experimentation, and as such, they come from science. And then comes the creativity part, the personalized application part, which we have seen are the features of art. We have seen that management is an inexact science and a pure art. With increasing professionalization of management, the role of principles of management have gained greater significance. We have also read joint Hindu family business organizations which were managed by owners who might not be professionals. But nowadays, management is characterized with professionalization, wherein the owners bring in experts, specialists, professionals to run an organization. We have seen that the principles of management are broad framework or general guidelines, a roadmap within which managerial decisions are taken, and it also sets the boundaries for managerial behavior. These principles of management also denote cause and effect relationship. When we say cause and effect relationship, we mean that there are reasons behind the evolution of particular principle of management. Later on in this chapter, we'll learn about different principles such as order, discipline. When we say order, we mean everything and everyone at its proper place. When we say discipline, we mean following rules and regulations of an organization. So if there is no discipline, there is no rules and regulations, then we can very well imagine what will happen on the road to the traffic. And these principles of management, therefore, help managers perform their functions effectively and efficiently. They help them in the decision making. They help them in the kind of behavior they are supposed to follow. These principles of management have many different features. We'll come to them one by one. The first one is universal applicability. Let us be very clear that we are talking about universal applicability. We are not talking about universal validity, one of the features of science. We will also be reading one of the principles named division of work. You see division of work in your household, you see division of work in your school. So These principles of management are applicable universally, but since there is element of human beings, they need to be fine-tuned, they are contingent, they have to be changed as per the emerging or evolving situation. There is creativity and there is personalized application. We have seen earlier in features of art that when manager changes, things also undergo some kind of change due to the working and interactive style of the managers. The second feature is general guidelines or broad framework. We have seen that by principles of management we mean broad framework or general guidelines within which managers are required to take their decisions which set boundaries for managerial behavior. It is obvious one. The third one is these principles of management are formed by practice and implementation. All these principles of management, which have, as we have seen, cause and effect relationship, have come through practice, observation and experimentation, and then conclusion and implementation. All the principles of scientific management are based on the soft floor management, the experiment that Frederick W. Taylor conducted on the soft floor. Then these principles of management are flexible. They need to be changed as per the evolving situation. We have seen, they are contingent. It will come later on as well. We saw in the case of the discount rate of 10% and 12%. We saw in the case of blackboard used by a teacher. We saw in the case of promotion policy, seniority or merit. So these principles of management are flexible. They are not as rigid as principles of science. The fifth feature is they are mainly behavioral. Mainly behavioral, we have seen that when we talk of management, we talk of a team, we talk of a group, we talk of team members. They come from different backgrounds, they have different aspirations. One thing cannot motivate them all. So it depends on the team and its members. And here in comes the role of creativity and personalized application as used by different managers. Then the sixth one is cause and effect relationship. One of the principles, as we have seen earlier, is order. The opposite of it is disorder. If things are not at their proper place or persons are not at their assigned place, things will not work out smoothly. We will have to waste a lot of time and energy, also money, to locate things, to locate persons. Think of a situation when the security guard is not at the gate and some intruder gets in. If there is no key holder in the household, we spend a lot of time in locating the bunch of keys. If there is no discipline in library, where we follow keep silence, no work can be done in the library. If people don't follow red light, the traffic will not be smooth. And the last feature of principles of management is they are contingent. As we have seen, when we say contingent, they are dependent on a particular situation. as in the case of promotion, as in the case of discount. So they have to be flexible, they have to be changed as per the need of the hour, as per the evolving and emerging situations. They are not as rigid as the principles of science. They are universally applicable, but they are not universally valid. Addition and subtractions have to be there. There is no one hard and fast rule which applies to all the individuals, all the teams across the time and place. Things change as the time and place change.